Hey everyone, Lensman's here and welcome back to mceternal. Today I've been playing a little bit in between. I mentioned it in my last manufacture episode. Well, actually, I think it was a comment. I think I'm going to give Rustic Waters a rest. As much as I don't know, I think you guys are watching them. I don't know. Let me know in the comments of this video if you are still watching Rustic Waters. It's just a lot. There's a lot more to wrap my head around when I play that, and this pack for me is just kind of not so much a breath of fresh air, but it's a lot simpler for me to be able to just jump in and record a bit without too many, oh my gosh, this has changed moments, which is what's been happening in some of the packs I've been playing lately. Manufacturer to a smaller extent because it has a big theme behind it. Rustic Waters, again, it's a theme, but the amount of changed recipes lends to a point where you go, oh, I'm going to make this, oh, hang on, no, that's different. Oh, I'm going to make this, oh, no, that's different. Whereas playing this pack, not everything, most things are the same. It's what they should be, and when I say not everything, there is certain items, let's see, charge, unlock, no, there's one here, where is it? Look, angel ring. An angel ring, that's not a normal angel ring recipe, to be brutally honest. Needs a ring of dispersion in between lands, needs a creative modifier from Tinker's Construct, it needs the Snow Queen trophy from the Twilight Forest, which is fairly, is that the last boss that's in the Twilight Forest so far? Need some gold crystals, which is nothing, but that's, well, it's not nothing. You need to do, is it 5 times mechanism processing? I think. And it needs a resonant thruster from Simply Jetpacks too. So something like the Angel Ring is very much changed. There possibly is a couple of other things in here in the challenges area that's changed a little. It wants 90,000 items added to an ME storage. Kill 100 Ender Dragons. Say what? Octuple compressed cobblestone. Yeah, that's doable. 500 trades. 100 4 times compressed dirt. You're going to get a lot of items for it. Triple enriched diamond filtered quality dirt. It's just be a piece of dirt. But yeah, like triple compressed, double compressed, compressed dirt. So it's a lot of items. We got 500,000 kills. I've done 136. 2.9 million ticks, maybe, of time played, and death. I need to make. Or is that 2 point something billion? Hang on. No, 2.9 million. And this one here is just under a million. So 990,000 ticks. I'm at 773, so I'm doing alright. I may get that soon, which will give me a creative modifier and a black market container. 1,000 animals bred. So there's a lot of these things pretty high up. Get all the pets. Look at that. I've gotten the iron golem pet. I've got a wolf pet. I've got the heart pet. But collecting all the pets will give you one as well. So, there's a lot of. Oh my gosh, really? 500 chance cubes? Holy dooly! Didn't even realize chance cubes were in this. 1,000 rubber chickens. Anyway, so you can see there's a lot of mods and challenges and things that are changed. Opinium cores, which is nether stars, nether star, elytras, core, so like there's a lot of items to get some of these OP things, but we'll work through a lot of this stuff and unlockables. Yep. These all cost monies, but once you get certain things, like you get a balance of 25,000 and it'll unlock this. So yeah, there's bits and pieces, 2,500 and a check mark. A few things that we need to get through. There is one of these that is just unlocked. Yep, so one of these is just unlocked by completing the first chapter. That one. So just by completing all of this, you get access to that item, which there's a lot of things in here to do. So all these ones that are blue highlighted show that I've got some stuff from it. You can see here, 4 string, 1 rotten flesh. So anything that's highlighted blue means that we have something. So we can go through a bunch of this stuff, and I do have a bunch to hand in. I've got some bits and pieces here, which I'll walk you around the base and show you some of the stuff that we've got just from doing bits and pieces. So let's sleep, and then I'll run you through all the stuff that I've been doing in between episodes, and a lot of this has just come up. How did I manage to get that up on the screen? Is that, I don't really want the angel ring. Unpin that, thanks. I don't want the angel ring thing up on the board. You can buy stuff with your monies, but I'm going to do my best to not buy things with the monies. Alright, let's head downstairs. Now, the first thing you might notice is that you can actually get further downstairs, and I'll get into that in a minute. Next thing you'll notice is this is all moved. It was here. You'll notice this. Now, there was a comment on previous episode that a mod by the name of Simple Storage Network was in the pack, and that I should look into using it. And thank you so much. This thing is awesome. So we'll just go simple. So these are the blocks from Simple Storage Network. It's very, very basic. There's been a few mods that are sort of similar. It's kind of a little bit AE, but a little bit not. And there are some very powerful things here for very cheap item costs. So the main thing you need is you need this storage network master. You need one of these in the network. That's this guy. It's a diamond, some cables, and some blocks of quartz. Cables are literally stone slabs and some iron. They are very cheap. The storage request table, which is kind of your crafting table. Some gold, some cable, and a crafting table. So that's this guy here. So if I open this up and close this off, see they're linked too. So I can add simple. They are linked together. Everything here is in my is my storage. It's all my items stored. You can sort by amount. You can sort by different directions, etc. So all my items, all my items that I have crafted and stored are all here. Now, if we go back to @simple, there's a few things that I've got going. I have an import underneath here. So if I want to, I can come back to the base and I can dump items in this chest and they will get sorted into the storage. Cool, straightforward. I learned this sort of thing from like Direwolf, for example, where he used to run into his base and he'd dump all his stuff in there and it'd sort itself out. It's early days, so sorting systems, in this case, I'm not doing a sorting system. It's just somewhere I can come in and just drop a bunch of stuff. On the other side of that, I can open this thing up and drop a bunch of stuff as well, and it'll go straight into the storage system. So yeah, we've got storage link cable. So this is, as it says, used to connect inventory to the network, and that's where we walk downstairs. A dugout underneath the building, and we've got some cables up here. These are all storage link cables, and they're connected to the crate. Now, you cannot, from what I've noticed, don't think you can connect two crates to the same connector. No. So it's just one per connector, one per item. And so I can put this, not there. That's stepped up the step. The step assist that's turned back on again. I can connect here and it'll connect. But it's just one per connector. So just putting it underneath So here's my controller. Requires no power, nothing. Got my importer here. I also have an importer here underneath my alloy smelter. I had to put the alloy smelter on export to the bottom. But this guy, when you're setting this up and you want to export, when you first put this block down, it will come in whitelist mode. It will sit like this, so it won't accept anything. If you do it in blacklist mode, perfect. It will extract anything. Same with these guys. They have a whitelist mode and a blacklist mode. If you want to make it so that it's particular, particular storage, if you want to change the priority, if you want to make it an import and an export, or just an export, there are ways of doing that with that little guy. So if I wanted all the magic stuff in here, I could probably get some of these things. Maybe let's try this out. This, if I go like whitelist and put this in here, and that'll only just put those things in. It won't. There's no mod filter, if that makes sense, unless one of these is. No. So you've got upgrades as well, and it can apparently do basic crafting, which I haven't played around with. So we've got import and export. So if I wanted to, I could export all ores into the sag mill, for example. And any ore that goes into the system would go straight into the sag mill, and I've got it set to sag mill, to furnace, to system. Got the yawns today. Sorry about that. These guys, as I said, I haven't tried these out. They just need an observer, which is cheap. And so look, recipes, export has a piston, import has a hopper, and processing uses an observer and some gold nuggets. You would need this controller, so that would be for processing. I'm guessing that's like a recipe type thing. And then you've got these upgrades. So speed upgrades, blocks of redstone, some gold, and it gives you 4. 4 is very quick. If you put 4 in an input, so like this guy here, I have 4. It's very quick. This has none, but it's still quick enough. It still exports out of there fairly smoothly. If you don't have any in there, I think it was pulling about 8 items at a time out, and it was quite slow. Putting the 4 in there enabled me to empty all my chests out, because I literally picked one item up, dropped one of the chests down here, and let it extract manually while I was playing around. Obviously, we've got some sort of redstoney sort of thing. We can do stacks. So I could probably put a stack upgrade and a couple of speed, and that'd be enough. These things are super OP. So you have the storage remote, which I have on me. I've made a storage remote. It's actually fairly cheap. It has a 64 block radius, which is decent. So I can right click and get the same as the table upstairs, right? So if I come up here, making sure I'm not on that. If I open this up, here's the table. If I open the little remote up, get the same thing. You've then got, okay, there's different tiers. So you've then got this guy, which is network without crafting from unlimited distance. So you can just access the network. It's just one of those masters, some glowstone and some slime balls. No problems. You can pull items out, put them in, etc. Unlimited distance. You've then got this guy. Again, not too expensive. Couple of ender pearls. Magma block, glowstone. Unlimited distance. Crafting and access. And then you got the last one. This is a little expensive. Needs a nether star and some blaze and some purple blocks, but unlimited distance across dimension. No power involved in this guy. It's super cheap, super flexible, and quite frankly, maybe a little too cheap and flexible. But yeah, I've got it set up. It's working a treat. I've gone ahead and upgraded these guys, so we now have a full size sag mill. Proper generator. Let's just grab some coal. I'm doing a little bit of mining in between. I don't have anything better than a basic capacitor, but There's no power at all here. Wow. This will now generate enough to cover both of these machines. And it should be pushing directly into here, yep. Probably pushes into here too, but I don't have that connected. Cool, so that's what I've done in the base. Obviously dug out a basement so I can put the storage down here. I didn't want to have all the storage up in here. I'm trying to clean the room up a little. But I think it's a nice change having this. And just the ability to, like, I can be outside crafting something, open it up, got all my stuff, crafting. Is that an Enderman, or is that... That's just something in the water, isn't it? Alright, so I've done a little bit out here. Obviously we've got the little cactus farm, which... I'll get off the cactus. Goodness. Do you know how long it took me to find a cactus? And I'll show you my map in just a second. The finding of a cactus, just a single cactus. Let's go to daytime mode. I found the cactus, where was it? Yeah. So you can see where I've been. Went a long way. Found some cactus in this little bit of a desert here. So dodging dragons, and I think there was another dragon up here somewhere. Trying to find stuff, and I made sure I didn't loot as I went. I just wanted to find somewhere with cactus to bring it back, so we can go and tackle some of these different things in a later episode. I don't want to just go and loot everything willy-nilly and then you guys don't get to see any of the cool stuff. So we've got some villages around, like at the meteors and stuff, and we come down here. One inadvertent challenge that I somehow accidentally gained was a sea serpent or something like that. Somehow I killed a sea serpent. I don't know. I went through. I think it was here. I swam through here and picked something up. So I don't know whether the sea serpent spawned in underground or something. Which, look, sometimes you'll be walking around and a dragon will die in front of you, and I don't understand why that is. But sea serpents from the same mod, from the Ice and Fire. Picked up some scales or something, I think it was, and all of a sudden I've claimed a reward. So I don't understand that. There's a vampire area here apparently, because I got a quest reward thing as I cross through this corner here. But yeah, it looked around all over the place. This is the place I went first to look for the desert, and then didn't find one. Oop, and then went north, and over here, and then thought I'd check out this. So as I came back, I went this side of it, and there found a desert. Once I found the cactus, it's like, nope, teleporting home. So it's just stop, gone. Right, cool. I'm outside. It's night time. Don't like it. Don't like being outside at night. Scary stuff here. Alright, so you can see I've been mucking around a little with my farm. I'm out of food. Really bad. Do I have any food? Don't even know what to grab for food. Yeah, that'll do. Melons. Oop. That's not meant to happen. Oh, look at that, my remote. Because I did that, my remote's now in the system. Or I just dropped it on the ground or something. I don't know. Better go and check that. Oh, there's a witch. Hello? My remote in here? Did I just make it disappear? Okay, everyone, don't do that. Because... oh no, there it is. So, yeah. Try not to pick items up or put items on the same spot that your remote is. Anyway, cool. So I've been playing around with a bit of Agricraft. I did change the settings. I don't like the whole breeding mechanic where you've got to have two parents the same. So I'm playing this as a kitchen sink pack. I just wanted something easy. So I've changed the settings so that it will play one parent, and it will move its way down from that one parent, if that makes sense. So hopefully this will eventually grow and get a higher tier. So this one is a 233, which has already been scanned, and it gave me 3 Inferium. And hopefully I can get this to 10, 10, 10. This is only a number 1 too, the tier 1. So you can imagine tier 5, 10, 10, 10 seeds, and what they'll give you. Yeah, anyway. Last episode we were doing Buildcraft, and I've basically spent 20 minutes telling you what I've done in between episode, and you've seen me craft none of it. Last episode we were playing around with Buildcraft, and I have collected some oil. You can see there's a lot less oil here. There was a pets tree in the middle there, and when I opened the chest up, managed to get everything out, but there was TNT under it. So it sort of blew me over the top of the hill, and I landed in oil. So I didn't die, but it was close. But I used a bunch of these in bucket mode. They hold 14 buckets of oil each, and I have another 6 in here, and they are cheap. Iron and redstone. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So I went ahead and made the combustion engine, which... Combustion engines are iron, and a bit of glass. And I put these fluid conduits in, so this will generate plenty of power, and it keeps up quite well and does back stuff. So eventually it back stuffs, and there's no dramas there. Now this stuff here, I should go into it. I made a sink from cooking for blockheads, because that's basically an unlimited water source. So I could get water into this guy, because it needs fuel and water. And I just decided to use the gaseous fuel. I may end up repurposing this stuff, and I don't think I want to go into all the in-depth splitting fuel out and making it into other things, unless I perhaps reprocess this. Now I've been, Trix gave me a link to a guy playing through Buildcraft, so I started watching some of his stuff. Can't remember who it is off the top of my head, to be honest, so I apologise for that. I just want to see how some of the bits and pieces work. This I remember, but when I last played, there was only 1 output, not 2. But I do want to use these guys, or maybe some other form, to make the quarry. So obviously I have the quarry, I have a pump. These 2 guys. I got some more pipe sealant, which is what I needed the cacti for. And I was looking in the book, in the quest book, and the quest requires, for the quarry, it also requires an MJ energy producer, which I thought we'd make this episode as well. Because obviously they believe that you're either not going to use this, or you need more power than that. And I kind of want to finish this up this episode, so keep going back to base, and I can do it here. So if we want an MJ and its producer, that's this recipe here. All that stuff should be in there. I made another Stirling engine, got some stone, some iron gears, wooden transport pipe, and a gold ingot. Gets me that guy, which completes that quarry quest. So the quarry quest here, we're going to get 50 coins, a loot thing of a luggage, which is cool, and the energy bridge. So the energy bridge is part of the the energy converters mod. I think I mentioned it in the last one. You need an input and an output. So this one, I will make the RF input, and I can then run from a normal dynamo or something. But I did say I want to try running with this, so I do want to try running a quarry with this guy. And I'm actually considering just quarrying here. I don't know how long I'll stay in this base. Who knows, we may move somewhere else, but I tend to not do that. But I do want to clean up all this oil before I go and try and quarry a hole in the ground. Anyway, so that can go in here with the quarry. I may as well put that in there too, just for now. So, as I said, I wanted to complete that setup, and I think it just needs a landmark. Generally, you need more than one. Okay, so let's make a landmark. I don't think I got any redstone torches. No, so let's just make... I think I can get away with 3. Close. There we go. That's 3 landmarks. Again, I know it didn't need 3, but there's 3. So that's that guy. We're going to get some coins, and then it wants some stripes transport pipe. It's 2 gold gears and some glass. Two gold gears. Oop. Piece of glass. Gets stripes transport pipe from Buildcraft. I don't remember the difference with stripes. I don't know what it does. Can't remember. It's fine. So let's look in our book. Just going to move my microphone very slightly, so sorry if you get a rumbling there. It's just a little bit in the wrong spot. So, we made the combustion engine. I'm going to claim the reward. I got a bucket of water. I'm going to claim the reward. And I picked up a bucket of fuel. Make a magma anvil. We completed that questline. Look at that. That's the Buildcraft questline. That's all they've got in here. There's nothing with the pump. There's none of the other bits and pieces. It's just them. I will set up that guy. I will get all the way up there and set him up. And I'll probably just use fluid conduits to bring it down here, but at the moment this is working. And until I get... Because I don't know if putting a pump up there will take this stuff out as well. So if you do know that in the comments, please let me know. Because if I can place that up there, then and that fixes the problem for me, then fantastic. Because these aren't all connected. You can see there that these guys, they're source blocks. Source blocks here. Source blocks over here. There's another... source blocks on this side. So yeah, there's lots of oil, like all that source blocks. Oh no, that's bad. There's lots of oil. I wasn't even going to try and get out of there. Maybe if I wasn't recording, I would have sat there and tried, but nah, I'm recording. Let's put that away. So magma anvil, repair anything using lava. Interesting. That would be something I would like to try. Okay, so you just put a bucket of lava in it. That's interesting. Let's test that theory. I have waypoint down here where I've been mining. And I have lava. Right here. Okay, bucket of lava. Okay, lava in there. It's got 899. Oh, just drain that real quick. Didn't do much. Added like 20 durability to it, but it did repair it. So don't get me wrong, it repaired it. Pretty expensive though. Right, it's night time again. Almost wrapping up point. Jeez, didn't get much done at all. Right, when we wake up, let's go through all these quests that we've completed and we'll discuss them, even if it goes a little over. So yeah, I think that's everything I've done, apart from the crops there. No, that's, and just, I did a bunch of mining, like a whole, if you look on my map. You can see my mine. Down the bottom of the stairs that we built, I'm going all the way around and come back in on itself. And the reason I turned here was because of the lava lake with those fire-breathing squids or whatever they are, octopus things. And then there was I think it's a inventory pets dungeon. Why won't you move? There we go. Inventory pets dungeon here that I broke into and it got chased really, and they hit hard. So yeah, I've been doing a fair bit of mining and just picking up as much in the way of resources as I can. Make things a little easier. Alright, let's look in this book. I've got 11 more quests to hand in. So we did all that. The starting chassis. Cool. 64 water stone. Made normal capacitors. Give me 50. 32 conduit bond. I don't have that at the moment. Simple powered furnace. I did have one of them. Or did I? No, I didn't make one. I'm going to have to make them, I guess. And I'm going to need to make all these guys. They're a little bit more expensive. Cool. Let's jump back here. Farming. So I made the agricultural journal, which is just sticks and a book and some seeds. Yeah. We'll claim that one. Made some crop sticks, which are just sticks. Be careful when you're making certain things that you don't have two recipes the same. I found that with scaffolding, these guys. So the recipe for scaffolding, I'll show you this. If the recipe for this guy is just sticks like this, but that recipe also makes another block, which isn't this, and it's not the same, if that makes sense. Similar, but not the same. Alright, let's keep going. And the seed analyzer. So seed analyzer is pretty cheap. Glass pane, some sticks, slab of wood, and some planks. Very straightforward. So we'll claim those 50 coins. In magic here, we discovered the vampire forest. As I said, we walked past it. Oh, got a diamond. Walked past it and gained the area. So we will need to go walking and find some of these guys. I don't want to become a vampire. It's not something I want to do yet. Maybe later. Kill 100 vampires. I've only killed one. Because I don't go out at night. Yeah. Excuse me. And I've killed 4 mages apparently. I remember killing 1. Don't remember 4. Anyway. Still got a lot of things to do in here. Okay, let's continue on bosses. So yeah, this is what I mean here, this sea serpent thing. It says I killed it, but I just picked up the scales, so I don't know whether that's the thing or whether it actually. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take it. You give it to me, I'll take it. But yeah, I didn't kill him myself. I just picked up some scales from a dead one. I don't know. I don't know. There's all these things to kill. I did find this guy, Frostmore, and ran because he froze me in his place. I ran. He was over. Wrong button. He was over here somewhere. Here. I'd just come through. I think he was closer than I thought he was. I think he might be here. Somewhere around here. I found that guy and he was going to make a meal out of me. So, ran. Ran again. I have no flight, so that makes things harder. I think that's all the quest hand-ins that I've gotten so far. Obviously, can you, like, sell things here? Is this how it works? Decided you want coins, don't we all? Lucky for you, I'm going to teach you the basics for automating the process and setting you up for life. Okay, I'll take your reward. 16 donuts, thanks. Task screen will become your best friend. To begin automating, simply open the GUI and pick a task, pipe the items into the task screen and watch the coins flow. He's giving us stuffs. task screen, some item ducts, and a hardened servo. I'll take them. Outputting currency into storage. So this device, the player chest, can draw out coins automatically from a player inventory if prompted to do so. Give the slot where the coin is located full access. Whatever that means. We're going to get watermills. That's nice. Okay, so I guess you need the watermills to power the player chest. Okay. So anytime you get coins, it will... Yeah, okay. So we can just like get 32 wood and we get 25 currency. Can I only sell them once, or is it something that... Interesting. So this is something I need to look into. I don't plan on spending heaps, but like I get 1 currency for redstone, whatever that is. 16 will give me 25. I'm intrigued. I don't know. It has a drain. So if I get the task screen, I click on him, and I want to give it, I don't know, just trying to think what of these I have. Let's go 16 redstone, right? So it wants 16 redstone. Oh, why am I running downstairs? Let's grab 16 redstone. You can have the 1. A chest or something? And ducting. Okay, so chest. That. Just on. Alright, so it's expecting 16 redstone. If I put 16 redstone in here, I've got coins. 25 and a 10. Okay. So then what? This guy here, I don't know how to do the other side of it, but then I just get, I guess when things go in and it builds up, I have like these always in a particular slot or something, and it will extract them and put them into drawers. That's what it gave me. It gave me the drawers. So if I place these in here, yeah, I don't know, like, I can just eat them. Right. Okay. I'll look more into this and find out what the go is. But this is a cool little setup, and we can automate all sorts of tasks, and there's tons of tasks here. Look, you know, like I can put 2,500 in and etc, etc. But we can get money from depositing. Shouldn't have got. No. I don't know why I got the extra currency. Was it one of these that gave me currency? Oh yeah, see, 10 there. So you can just pump items in and get money out. So 50 currency for 16 bread. If I want to buy some ender pearls, maybe I can buy ender pearls. Let's have a look. Maybe I need to unlock these things. Okay, if I type in ender pearls 150. What about nether star? Nope. Can't get the nether star. Maybe you need to unlock it. But yeah, different things we can purchase to get us through our game. So yeah, I'll wrap up here. Thanks everyone for watching. The only other thing I did in my time in between was upgrade my pick and shovel and my axe, wherever that's hiding. Oh no, axe is there. Yeah, upgraded those guys a little bit to... Oops, did it again. That time I actually put the whole thing in there. Oh, wish you couldn't do that. Oh, where's my remote? There it is. Don't put your remote in the system. Click the right button. Yeah, anyway. Thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.